Hey guys, I just finished a game that was kind of special, so I want to share it. Now, I don't know if it's going to seem special to you or not, but this is with a student. And one of the things I do with students when they have their foundations in order, we start some reverse Comey games. And we've talked about this in the past, but the idea is uh, some of you may not know, so we'll just take a look. Let's say they're um, black. Notice how they left the open skirt. Let's not get into what's right and wrong here. Let's just say white gets a free move in an area he likes that. Now white can surround for center or start building the right. So let's say that when we get to here, let's consider that a mistake by black. But the loss is going to be maximum 4 or 5 points. If you've got a reverse Comey, if you're playing black and you got 40 points in your back pocket, you don't really care about losing 4 or 5 points as long as your group is stable and strong. So let's say white, black, white. Uh-oh, now there's trouble. Black is going to lose something more than 4 or 5 points. It's going to be part way to a collapse, 10, 15 points. Well, you lose just 2 or 3 of those and the game's over. Or then let's say the whole corner collapses, so that's a 30, 40 point loss. So the point is, with the reverse Comey, you don't mind misplaying Joseki as long as you end up with a solid result. You don't have to have maximum value. You can get middle value and still you're fine. So this is the meaning behind the reverse Comey. So the last couple times he and I have done it, he's getting to play pretty good now. But I've won both those. Last time he made it pretty close. This time he completely dominated. I think 2 stones he may have 16. He may have won. Now let's remember, if black plays first and there's no Comey, that's approximately let's call it a 6 to 8 point advantage. So if you add on to that a 40 point, so it's 45 to 50 point advantage. It's a little more than the actual reverse Comey. Okay, anyway, we start the game. Here, black could stay here and say, oh, I'm going to fight you here. But what we have to remember is this is not going to gain black anything significant. It might, well, black should get more in this area because there's only black stones in this area. But the problem is that he's not playing the other places which allow white to get more over there. Point is that playing away is a very good and reasonable thing to do. It showed good mindset. I decided to go right into the Joseki. I can take Sente here. I didn't see anything particularly positive to do, and I thought finishing Joseki would be good. And he didn't play Joseki. This was his first loss. Let's look at what happened. Okay, he gets a group that, let's look at it this way. It's just a one-eyed group, right? Now he can say Atari, but it's a Ko. So there's a potential for bothering black later. and black only has 2-3 points there. So it's a bit of a loss. It's not a serious loss, but a clear loss. Let's look at the other way. Here, black seldom plays the Atari because then he's just completely surrounded on the left, on the top, everything, and white gets a great center. So unless white's thick center means nothing, we just so happen to have this Panucci from earlier. Oh, well, then the wall's not very big. There's always exceptions. But Jaceki is going to be Atari. Atari, Atari. Capture the cutting stone. Black gets out, and black gets out. Okay, so black's top area, very nice, strong, stable group. There's still a ladder blocker later, right? Ladder blocker later. That's a hard thing to say. A ladder blocker later. I couldn't say that 3 times fast. But still, white's doing well. Okay, so back to the game. He plays this way. And I get on with the game. I feel good that I'm able to get my wall on top in Sente with the next white stone here right where I want it. So I'm feeling good. But if we ask, does white have the top? Not at all. So it's not, I would say my gain is less than half a stone, maybe half a stone, maybe. I don't think so, less than that. So 2, 3, 4 points tops kind of thing. Okay, here. Now, the thing that makes this special is I've seen this guy play countless times, right? And he tends to get focused on, oh, I better come in now so that he doesn't get that whole thing, right? A rush to win the game, or a fear that his opponent might get something. But instead, he just looked in general. He says, well, black stones are facing the right. A pinch here, not a severe, I'm going to kill you pinch, but just in general, I'm going to just do stuff here. I'm going to get good on the right. I'm going to prepare for the top of patient move. Now, I don't know right from wrong, but when I saw him play this move, I'm like, uh-oh, he's got a good headspace on. He knows he's thinking well. I considered this sort of thing, but what am I going to do? I guess I could start this, and that's kind of what happens, but I don't know. I thought, why don't I just stabilize locally? Now, the normal idea here will be this. And black's good on the bottom. Whether he wants to add a stone or not, that's another question. Whether he wants to go here, black's next move, he has no needs right now. Only things that make him feel good. He might decide to play out here. Who knows what's going to happen? But black is doing just fine. It kind of feels like black has pushed white around and into a smallish corner. Anyway, black went this way, which is another viable way. Black's taking the points. Black's getting the life. White is simply getting out. Black escapes. And now I start in. Okay. The old student would do something like, like what he's supposed to do. Oh, I should split and give white 2 weak groups. Right? He would normally think of what he's supposed to do. But here he's thinking, I like this move. I'm extending from my Shamari, which I like. I'm totally defending my A stone because I just hurt B so much he doesn't dare try to attack me. It's a beautiful, patient move. So that's what I would say in this game. He played very patiently. I want to say again that any 9-dan can walk in the room and point out errors right and left. But my teaching hasn't, and this sounds bad, but my teaching has never, and I tell all my students when they start out, I cannot tell you the right place to play. I don't know the right place to play. My teaching is all about how does one think clearly, get good, solid moves and positions on all go boards. That's what my thinking process provides. Okay. I thought about here versus A. In this case, this seems best to me. He comes out. I thought about pressing this way to get some stability, but I'm helping him so much on the right and in gote. So no, just come on out. I have a lot of plans to do these things later. This isn't like black strong area or anything. He comes out. Thank you. And now my A group is looking awkward. If I could come out like it B, if white B attacked C, I'd come out in a minute, keep the overall fight going. But C's alive already. So how do I defend A? Well, come on under, which also stops him from getting eyes, defends both white groups. Okay. What's he going to do? Is he going to fight with A, B, or C? He's going to start a fight? I think that might be what the old guy would do. I keep concentrating on not saying his name. I don't think he would mind. It's just I took all the names off. Okay. He gets out. Notice the patience here. What just happened? Black just got strong no matter what white does. I could cut A and kill B. He's perfectly fine. Not that I could do that, but if I could, B is not very big. His group is fine. He just took all the steam out of any potential attack here. On top of which, if I ignore and now he starts a fight, well, now he's prepared. He can now fight back on however he wants to, start this fight. So he prepared to fight. Now I'm no longer prepared. I come back and go, okay, I need to fix. You fix, I better fix, or I'm behind in the fight. I also like that my move created some points, his didn't. I like that. But still, his group is very healthy. Not that it has eyes, but it can go anywhere and do anything. So no effect there. He comes in here. This move kind of shocked me. It's not like him. Okay. On this board, and this is something I've only recently learned to do, and that sounds funny, but I really just don't think this way. Where's white going to win this game? By taking the top. Oh, let's stop that. That's not how I usually think. But he comes in. So obviously, so that I don't start taking a big top area, right? That's a big thing to do. Okay. Also, when he comes in, I keep coming back to it, but his A group is prepared for whatever might happen on top. Let's say he didn't do that. Let's say he played and let's pretend it looks like this. I play, then he comes in. Oh my, I'm going for a double, triple attack or something. I'm going to be all over him because his center group is not ready for this. Oh, I better live. Yeah, you better live. Let's do it this way. Come on, live. You're right. I better live. I'm going to sacrifice all that and come after this group. Holy cow. This group is not ready for him to do this. Okay. But in the game, he is ready. This is a great move. I come up. This move surprised me. Oh, we're supposed to play here. I've been told that side before center. Well, that's true, but these two black stones are inside white. And I can start pressing and getting center. So yeah, they'll live, but it's hard to call them strong. When he comes out, that affects my two stones on top. And he's getting out rather than living. And you're supposed to get out before living. And now, what, here? I'm still cut. I'm not sure what, maybe. I say, well, let's go for some life. And we do a thing. And here, he could start a fight. He could play a ko and start this and start that. For what purpose? His A group, we're going to say his A group is fine regardless. And I'm interested in the safety of my B group, not my C stones. If his A group is fine, what's the value of my C stones? Under 10 points in Gote, double Gote. Now, if he could do this attack against my B stones, like if this, like something around A, oh, I'm attacking the whole thing. But the point is, the position I played allowed him to attack those stones, but those stones are not interesting to attack. So he strengthened. And again, he got strong and left me weak. Last time he did that, I had to come back at A. Now I've got this debt at B. Now I understand those aren't necessarily important stones right now. And I was close to playing this. The problem is, it's not like I got any eyes out of the deal, right? You know, it's still only one eye. So it's just not a great defensive move. Next, check this out. If he plays here, points times 2, he gets, we'll call it 6, or I get 6. So that's 12-point swing right there. I think a little more. On top of which, now when he plays this, he's alive and I'm not. So this is becoming important. And it defends my A group because his B group just got weaker due to my last move. He can't get too crazy about attacking because his B group is not prepared. I thought about, should I go one further to see, but then I'm left with a pretty big weakness behind that he can abuse. So I thought I'd hold back, keep strong. He played here. This was, I thought, amazing. He's, oh man. Now he told me some of his thoughts here, but let me show you my thoughts. A is not an I. Okay. So my entire A group is in question. Oh, I'll just counterattack the B group. Well, that's quite a tall statement. I can't just go attack the B group. I am directly under attack with weaknesses. I have to defend this. Now he's thinking, oh, I'm looking for help, and so I'm going to contact the strong C stone. Okay. Sounds like a fine thing to do. Let's also look at this move. I go so far as, now I don't know, this could be the better move. I don't know. But I don't feel attacked on top. I feel like I'm in co or something. I can run out. I'll be okay. I'm going to treat this as Gote and go do something big. But when he plays here, I don't have that luxury. So he's pressing the issue, which I think is perfect. He played really good. I can't come out and fight. I mean, let's just do it straightforward. I mean, my whole group's in jeopardy. So I thought I better get out. Okay. He could fight here, but to what benefit? That would be a commitment to kill. Instead, he got strong, forcing me to play a small defensive move. And he gets Sente again. It's like the third time he's done it, where he says, let me just back off and be patient, get strong, and let white be the weak one. And each time I've had to come back and defend myself. Now, again, I liked getting A in. It made me feel good, and it's worth 2, 4, 6 plus points. And I like getting B in. Makes me feel good and gives me 2, 4, 6, 8 points. But he keeps getting Sente, which is worth at least that. So really good. And then here, this took all the steam out of my sails, or however you say that saying. In this position, I am completely looking to attack the A, split them, split A and B, start attacking, start gaining all my points back. And the way it usually happens, he lives at A and B, but I kill the C group. That's happened. I mean, it just happens that way over and over and over. But he says, no, I'll just play strong. Oh, man, that was hard. Okay, in the game, he's very concerned because A is worth 0, B is worth 0, C is worth 0, D is worth 0, E is worth 0, F's worth 0. I mean, just on and on, he's getting nothing. And he's really concerned about this. The problem is there's nothing white can do, and white's had to play very small moves. And these stones are now perfectly formulated to start taking points on their own because they're so strong. I try to negate that. He just comes in. He's got no fear. He doesn't have any weaknesses left behind. Okay, all patterns so far. And he asks the question. Some of you might not know this. When it comes to this black move, and there's some question where it should be, but this is, we'll call it an old Stanford standard. AI might not like it as much, but that depends on the position. But still, let's say it's not perfect. That doesn't matter. It's still going to be a reasonable outcome. Get out. Hard to live in the corner. Usually not useful to live in the corner. And now or later, and may as well do it now because it's in Sente, this move. Let's look at the why. I can simply separate. Didn't he just lose endgame there? Isn't that nearly 5 points for free for white? Well, the problem is this move threatens to kill my corner. And let's just have me fix. See the Aji here? And black has yet to put another black stone nearby. He's got no help, and this already is close to working, and depending on what working means. I can't Hane. So here, I mean, notice white's getting a great deal outside. So it's not time for black to do this. But you see the intense Aji here. Okay. Now, on this board, it's getting near my only hope is to attack A. So I'm looking forward to some attacking move on top. Now imagine if black got this in Sente. Let's do that. Boom. Stop it. We'll have him defend and I pretend to attack. I'm just giving black Sente. Oh, this is absolute Sente. I need to come back and kill. See how big that is? Huge. So I have to come this way. And that's by far the most common response. Black gets out, and I immediately start. Holy cow. I felt it to my core when he played this. His other moves, he's been showing patience and strength. When I saw this, I'm like, holy cow. Now he's trusting if there's troubles, I still have A. And I can get out B, and I can turn into the center of C, and I can come under D. He knows this is fine. Really nice. Now, again, is it right or wrong? I don't know. But it's playing in an important area boldly, with confidence. That really was hard to deal with. Okay, notice he didn't Atari at A. That's a Q player's move because Atari, I just got fixed. I had a weakness there. That weakness is gone. What's he going to do? Come back and play there. Why not just play there to begin with and leave the weakness? Okay, he comes out again. Strong. I can't cut. I can't surround. I can't do anything. Last thing to do, try to split here. There's a fantasy about hurting the A group. Worse, no way to hurt the B group, but maybe I can do something. And then finally C. Who knows? This is the only place to start that I can see. Over, press it, press, and then start in. That's about all I could think of. There is a chance here. He gets out. I've never seen him play this move like this before. He's always going to be playing this sort of move, right? Oh, I better blah. Or, oh, how about, no, he just got out. Let me just get out. Patient, steady, affecting this whole area. The turn there for black is extremely powerful. So I get rid of that. He just responds patiently. I try to get a couple things going in here. I thought, I read out a lot of where can I wedge to get anything at all. This is the only place I could find. He handled it great. And he goes, I got something. Now, he's assuming that's a dead stone. He doesn't, one way or another, it doesn't matter, make it to add another. So even if they die, this is how to start the fight. Okay, now that the fight started, Atari and Atari. Okay, so let's imagine that the A stones die. How many points did I get? 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll call it 8. Heck, let's call it 10. It's not 10, but let's call it 10. How many did he get in the B area? At least that many. So it's no loss. Really well played. Here, if I do nothing and he goes to connect out, I have to come back and save, and he connects under. That's why I play this first. And then they're my stones on a larger scale because I've added a couple points. But again, Gote. And he starts coming into this area 1, right? I just threatened more points in area 1. And I started saying maybe the A stone isn't as strong. Maybe I can do something. So when he comes up, he removes all that and settles his bottom area, right? Because I had Sente there. Beautiful move. He really kept his eye. You can tell how excited I am. I love it when my students play strong. It's just so exciting. Notice him keeping his eye on the ball, which is the right side, making sure the A stone doesn't go anywhere. If the A stone goes somewhere, he's in trouble. Atari, no problems. Take it. Please take it. Well, I have to take it. I can save. Oh, he played so well. And that's where I gave up. If I do well in in-game, let's say I gain 10 points in in-game, which on this board I think would be a lot. It's still maximum 20 points I've gained back from the 40-point reverse Comey. So I never had a chance. His only mistakes were so small, Jaceki, oh, that maybe you could have gained another point or two there. Tiny things, not bad things at all. No bad direction, no bad missing a weak group, missing a big white area. He was totally there. I was just wonderful to see. Okay, that's me sharing my excitement. Thanks a lot. Catch y'all later. Bye.